India's preamble mentions that we are a secular nation. The term secular defines that every citizen in the country has the right to practice their religion without any discrimination. However, the halal industry practiced by Muslims question the same. How can a nation be called secular if one religion tries to impose its beliefs, religious practices, and food habits upon others? Clearly, the term secular has been misunderstood by certain religious communities. Claiming to be a minority religious community in India, the Muslims have started a halal industry through which it dominates society, diverts the global economy, snatches employment opportunities, and imposes Islamic beliefs. Initially intended for meat, halal has now seeped into every possible industry. The fact that non-Muslims are unaware of the economic slavery that is comprising their ideology is not at all surprising. We have allowed the halal business to consume us. Halal is an Arabic term that means permissible by Islamic law as mentioned in the Quran. This Islamic law, known as zabiha, is the slaughtering of animals or poultry that involves the killing of the animal by slitting through the jugular vein, carotid artery, and windpipe. Quran mentions that the animal must be alive and healthy at the time of slaughter, and all the blood should be drained from the carcass. Also, during the process of slaughtering, a prayer is offered that is known as tasmiyah or shahada. Well, there are speculations regarding whether the animal can be killed by using jhatka technique, which means that the animal is not slowly bled to death and is killed in one go. However, the Halal Food Authority, a non-profit organization that monitors adherence to halal principles, suggests that jhatka style of killing cannot be used as it might cause unnecessary suffering to the animal. In India, the meat of animals that is not slaughtered according to the Islamic zabiha and contains products that the Quran considers haram is prohibited to be consumed by the Muslim community. The meat of an animal not slaughtered according to the Islamic zabiha, as well as products that contain any of the prohibited items, are also treated as haram items. Bovine slaughter is especially important to halal meat production, but it is effectively banned in many places across India owing to the religious beliefs of Hindus. The state of Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Haryana, and Delhi all prohibit cattle slaughter, including slaughter of bulls and bullocks. Halal in India and other countries is not just limited to food items, but has also seeped into other sectors such as cosmetics, pharmaceuticals, medicines, personal care, and more. Now that halal is trickling into other industries as well, it has come to represent piety and fanaticism. It is because of what is known as halal certification. For a meat product to be halal certified, the entire chain from the production, financing, manufacturing and distribution must only include Muslims, because only then the product is termed halal. It is safe to say that halal goods are subconsciously shaping consumer culture and psyche. All of this governing and financing happens through Islamic banking and financing systems. Through this, Muslims gain control over the entire supply chain and the world. This is made clear by a report by Market Data Forecast, which projects that $2.2 billion global Islamic finance market would grow to $3.02 billion by 2027. In reality, the halal sector is currently one of the fastest growing industries. Built on the foundation of Islamic principles, the halal industry is reshaping the global economy while benefiting Muslims. The clear idea of starting something as halal certification is to divert the money of the country to the Islamic organizations so that it can be used by them to fight the case of terrorists who are behind bars. Also, the discrimination began with the demand for meat products to be halal. For this, the meat industry started employing Muslims and abolished the bifurcation between halal meat and non-halal meat as it became cheaper to produce. In this case, Dalits, who were traditionally butchers, lost out on job opportunities in the meat sector since it is now dominated by members of just one faith. Notably, since halal certification is oozing into other industries as well, it is resulting in dominance of Muslims while others remain unemployed in such sectors. Thus, halal is not a mere dietary preference. It is a way of ensuring employment for people from the same community. India is home to the second largest Muslim population with more than 21 crore Muslims, according to Pew Research as of July 2022. We Indians, majorly Hindus, believe that for an item to be considered halal, it has to contain non-vegetarian ingredients. However, a common act of spitting food by Muslims is considered halal, and non-Muslims unknowingly consume it. Lately, as the realization of this fact is growing, non-Muslims are taking a stand against the same. However, the Muslim community is condemning this expression as Islamophobic. In fact, a set of traders manufacturing halal meat raised this issue in the United Nations. They need to understand that India has a diverse background and people belonging to different religions and following different beliefs reside in India. None of the religious communities can force another religious community to consume a particular food item or use a certain set of products that is produced in accordance to their religion, and definitely spitting is something which is derogatory and can cause harm to anyone's health. Where certain Muslims eat only halal meat, so can we say that Muslims are Hindu-phobic? Everyone living in India must have probably heard of the halal controversy in Kerala. Traders in the state assume that when products are exported to countries with the majority of Muslim populations like Malaysia, Indonesia and Gulf nations, they have to be halal certified. Experts like T.G. Mohan are of the view that except for one or two Gulf nations, others do not demand halal certified products. It is only done by traders in Kerala to please the Muslim population and thrive in business. Even the Indian government stated in 2021 that halal certification was not required for the shipment of red meat to Gulf nations. Chennai has a halal certification agency that charges Rs 7 lakhs to grant the halal certification after inspecting the business and confirming that 20% of workforce are Muslims. During the auspicious festival of Onam, freebies by the government were used as a trap against the non-Muslims, and this was laid by the Muslim traders in and made the non-Muslims indirectly pay so that they are able to recover the cost of fees that they had paid to get halal certification. The Kerala government decided that during Onam, free grocery kits will be distributed to all ration card holders. However, the total estimated cost of the same was around Rs 450 crores. Hence, to reduce the cost, papadams were given, which are also an intricate part of the festival. However, little did the innocent people know that these papadams were halal certified. These papadams were brought from Madurai in Tamil Nadu as halal certified papadams weren't available in Kerala. Also, it is pertinent to mention that papadams were not bought from small papad manufacturers in Kerala, and the distribution was done through public distribution system shops. Earlier, only meat used to be halal. However, now in Kerala, other dishes like sambar, dosa, idli and more are also halal certified. Now one may question how these products become halal. Well, an ustad spits into a dish like sambar, rice, etc. and only then it is declared halal. The Muslim community holds the belief that ustad spitting renders the food pure for consumption by the Muslim community, eradicates the coronavirus and makes it germ-free. Many people were detained and sentenced to 3 years in prison after the problem of food contamination was brought up not only in Kerala but also in Delhi, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. As a result of this campaign, restaurants have removed their halal certification boards from the outside of their establishments. Nonetheless, hotels are still controlled by Muslims and 90% of eateries allow an ustad to spit into the dish. Instead of forcefully protesting against the issue, the non-Muslim communities began patronizing eateries run by Hindus. In fact, last year, BJP's National General Secretary and former Karnataka Minister of Culture, C.T. Ravi, called Halal an economic jihad, saying that it allows Muslims not to do business with others.
Halal मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of halal? Quality certificate? Is it quality certificate? मजहब के वजह से सर्टिफाइड कर रहा है तो इकोनॉमिक जिहाद होता है.
In India, halal is a religious attestation. The government neither mandates halal certification nor does it provide a unifying regulatory law. Products of Patanjali, the Ashirwad Atta, MTR Instant Foods, and more are halal certified products in India. Even Himalaya products are halal certified. A post by the Himalaya company was published claiming that its goods adhere to Islamic law and are therefore halal certified. This led to a boycott of Himalaya goods that became popular on social media last year. The organization had to bear the brunt of the backlash for adhering to the halal business. On January 5, 2020, India's Ministry of Commerce and Industry and the Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority removed the word halal from the red meat manual, saying the animals are slaughtered according to the requirement of the importing country. None of the Indian government agencies play a role in issuing the halal certificates. However, certain private organizations that issue halal certification in India are the Halal Council of India, Halal India, Jamaat Ulama-e-Hind Halal Trust, and Jamiat Ulama-e Maharashtra. The Indian government does not endorse any of these organizations. Other than halal, jhatka meat is also available, which is a technique of obtaining meat from an animal that is killed instantly as opposed to the halal technique, which prefers the slow death of the animal. Despite the fact that both techniques showcase cruelty towards the animals, jhatka meat is still better than halal, as in this technique, the animal does not suffer from pain. However, the Muslims community opposes this technique, but they need to understand that halal is an act of discrimination. Firstly, halal is the superiority of one religion over the other. Secondly, it seizes people's choices. In case a person is non-halal meat eater, he or she will get halal meat by default, as the meat industries have stopped maintaining separate supply chains. The same goes for other halal certified products. Red meat and beef consumption have increased greenhouse gas emissions, which has a negative impact on ecological balance. The halal technique of animal slaughter involves a slow, agonizing death for both animal, which is both painful and horrific. Moreover, using this procedure causes animals to release stress hormones, which are then consumed by humans. Animals being left to bleed to death after slitting their throat is a testament to the cruelty of halal and also explains the inhumanness of the so-called peace-loving community. Even if we keep reiterating 1,000 times that India is a secular nation, we can't deny the fact that certain religions are imposing their religious beliefs upon us, and we knowingly and unknowingly comply with them. A Muslim belief of consuming only halal certified products has now been imposed on everyone else, and also shows how Hinduphobia is deeply ingrained in their minds. It is important to keep in mind that the halal business was created as a means of establishing Muslim dominance over the rest of the globe and shifting the global economy in their favor. Those who want to eat halal items should keep doing so, but others must be aware that they are being forced to do so, must be informed, and must battle fiercely to prevent one religion from controlling our beliefs and the entire ecosystem.